Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing the makeup mess tag, which was by Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. She kind of tagged a few people at the bottom of her video description and said whoever else wants to do it can do it, so I'm gonna do it. We've got all of the questions on my phone. Oh, and also the tutorial for this look is gonna probably go up tomorrow, if not the day after, so just look out for that in case you do want to find out how to create this look. Okay, so how often do you wash your makeup brushes and sponges? That really does depend. I mean, I've got a ton of makeup brushes. As you guys know, I have my own makeup brush brand, Peach Pearl Brushes. So I've got loads and loads of brushes to choose from. So I tend to try and keep at least one of everything clean. Like let's say for example, a crease brush. It doesn't matter if I have 5 crease brushes which are dirty because I'll have another one which is clean. But I do tend to try and rotate my cleaning routine probably to once a month to once every month and a half, but I make sure that I have something of each type of brush clean at any one time, and I just clean what I need. I clean what I want when I need it. How do you organize your makeup collection? So I have a vanity. I have 4 drawers full of palettes, and then I have like 2, I'm looking at it right now, and then I have 2 like acrylic organizers on either side of the vanity. Those are full of lipsticks, concealers, mascaras, foundations, primers, and then on top of that I've got like 4 acrylic holders for my brushes, and then the middle section of my vanity is just a mess and I just need to tidy up. And 9 times out of 10 it is a mess on that middle section. But it's organized chaos. I get it, I understand it. I don't expect anybody else to look at it and understand it. I get it. It was only made for me to understand, so I don't really care. Do you put your makeup products away after you're done using them, or do you leave them out for the next day? I tend to put them away after I use them, but because I'm project panning the Sleek Oh So Special palette, I leave that out on the vanity so that I remember you're panning this palette, so pick this one up first please. Everything else goes away into their allocated spots, and I take them out as and when I need them and I put them away. Loose or pressed powders? I'm assuming this is one about face powders. At the moment I am on loose powders. Previously I have really enjoyed using pressed powders, but I feel that loose powders, I can get it all over the face quicker than I can a pressed powder, simply because I don't have to like work the brush into the loose powder. The loose powder just picks it up and I can just dispense it everywhere. The pressed powder I have to spend a little bit more time just kind of like finessing it out of the pan. Do you ever fall asleep without taking your makeup off? I have cat naps with my makeup on, so if I know that I'm gonna wake up in a couple of hours, then I will gladly have a cat nap and wake up. I'll gladly have a cat nap and have my makeup on doing that. I don't sleep throughout the night with my makeup on, although I will not deny that I have, like years ago. So, what makeup rules do you like to break? I don't believe that makeup really has rules. You do what you want, so that's exactly what I do. I do what I want. Will you use a product even if it's cracked or broken? Yes. If there's a broken blush or whatever, I will still use it. It's not unusable, so I will still use it. If it was like a liquid product, like a glass bottle of foundation that had broken, no, that's gonna have to go in the bin, unfortunately. If I can salvage some of the products and put it into something else immediately, then I will. If I can't, or it's just beyond repair, it will go into the bin. But as for, you know, broken pressed powders, stuff like that, I will most definitely still use it. Do you wait to pan a product completely before you replace it? Yeah, I do, because sometimes I'll probably end up waiting ages and ages and ages before repurchasing. Even if I don't go and repurchase the exact same product, it will still take me a while before I actually go ahead and buy another one. Say for example, my eyeshadow primer, I'd run out of that. I know that I needed another one and I just never got around to doing it. So I ended up starting to use concealer as my eyeshadow primer, which is fine, but that was never what I was used to doing. I'm so used to having an actual eyeshadow primer product. It's really strange. I don't know, I procrastinate a lot when it comes to replacing makeup items. How do you feel about sharing makeup? I'm not keen on sharing, like I wouldn't put a brush that's been on my face on somebody else's face and vice versa. I'm not keen on using lip products, mascaras, stuff like that on other people or using other people's things, because that kind of makes me cringe and wince, especially as like recently I had like conjunctivitis in my eye. That wasn't down to sharing makeup or anything like that, but just the fact that I can potentially get some kind of infection. It makes me really cringe because you just don't know. I just don't like the transfer. How do you feel about buying or trading used makeup? Again, no, I wouldn't take somebody else's used makeup. If somebody else wanted to take an item from me, and this has happened before actually, somebody wanted to take an eyeshadow palette that was mine, I said that's fine. I barely used it, and I did like sanitize the palette, but I told them to make sure that they do it as well, just so that it's done to their satisfaction. So I told them to do it as well. So I don't mind giving my used makeup to other people who are happy to take it knowing that it's being used, but I'm not happy to take other people's makeup knowing that it's been used. No. How often do you declutter makeup? I don't. I just don't. And it's probably really bad because I've only got one face. How much makeup can you really honestly use, like keep and use and get through when you only have one face? And especially as you tend to gravitate towards the same kind of things. Well, I do anyway. I tend to gravitate toward the same kind of things quite often. So I probably should declutter more, but what I do tend to do is try to go through what I have and use what I have as much as I can. And I do tend to try and pick up a lot of mini size or sample sized products if I can, so that I know that I'm going to get through that particular item. But still, the amount of makeup that I have, I know that I'm never going to be able to do that with every single thing that I have. So I probably should declutter, but I don't, because I have this attachment to it. I don't care. I like my makeup. I'm going to keep it. Ah. Do you use your fingers to apply makeup? I used to use my fingers to apply makeup, like when I first started makeup, but I don't now. I use brushes, and I couldn't imagine sitting here and smearing foundation and trying to blend it all out and trying to blend out eyeshadow. Like, I used to do those things, and it's like, obviously at the time it worked because I did it for a long amount of time. But now I just couldn't imagine myself doing it. I just couldn't. Like, I think the only thing that I do use my fingers for is if I'm putting on like some Vaseline on my lips. But do you even consider that makeup? No, no. You probably wouldn't. Yeah, I just don't. What products, if any, do you hoard in your purse, bag or backpack? I don't think I hoard anything in my bag. I think I have like one lip product at any one time in my bag. So if I'm wearing a particular lipstick, so say for example, if I was going out, have this lipstick on, I would put this lipstick tube in my bag. But then tomorrow, if I'm wearing a different color, I'll just swap that out. I don't hoard it, I just take it with me. Before, I used to have like a little makeup bag and I'll bring it with me wherever I go, and I'll be touching up and whatnot. And now I just don't do any of that stuff. I don't do any of it. I might top up my lip color, but that's it. Throughout the day, if I need to blot, I'll take a piece of tissue and I'll blot my face, and that's it. I'm not topping up no contour, no blush, no, none of that. I'll blot and go. What is your least favorite step in your makeup routine? Ooh. Eyeliner. I still haven't gotten to grips with eyeliner, and I need to be really still to do it. And a lot of the time, like, my son will come into my room while I'm doing my makeup, my youngest son, and he likes to climb on the bed and then climb off the bed, and I need it to be still. So that really is like, if that gets messed up, I'm done. I'm done. What is your worst makeup memory? I've got a few bad makeup memories, but one will probably have to be like, I don't even remember wearing it, but I remember when I was in school, I think I had like this red lipstick. It was like a chubby lipstick, and I'd put it all over my lips. I didn't have anything else on. I hadn't really started experimenting with makeup properly. And I remember somebody took a picture of me with this red lipstick on, and then it went into the yearbook. Like 5 years later, it had comprised all of our pictures into the yearbook in year 11 when we were about to leave. And there was this picture of me in year 7 wearing this bright red lipstick, and I was just kind of like, I don't even remember putting that on. I don't even remember it. And now it's stuck in history by being printed in this book. Oh, it was so irritating, and I was just cringing. And I have that book somewhere, but it was just like, thinking, what were you thinking? So that was the makeup mess tag. Whoever wants to do this tag, do it. I tag you. Again, I will put Spooky Lips and Fat Hips's channel linked down below. This look will be going up soon. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.